Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 1, Episode 3. You know, I have to say I am absolutely loving this show so far, but I must preface that by saying I am a huge fan of the books, and a huge fan of the movies, and now a huge fan of this show. And all for different reasons. I don't expect them to all be the same story. I'm kind of a Tolkien purist, but that only applies to the book. I can enjoy movies if they are slightly divergent. And the reason I say that is because I made a comment in my last reaction video for episode 2 in which I made a comment about Galadriel and Halbrand there, about her having the opportunity for a human love interest, and that's probably considered sacrilege to a lot of book purists, because obviously Galadriel and Celeborn should be married right now in this show. It doesn't appear that they are, and if they are, she doesn't seem to be missing him or even thinking about him right now, and I have no idea where he would be other than Valinor at this point in time. To mention one more thing, I don't know why I never figured out what this sigil represented. I was rewatching episode 1 last night, and they panned across a map of Middle-earth, and the sigil on Finrod's arm and on the altar at Fordwaith, that is obviously a map of Mordor, and representing the two mountains, Mindalluin and Orodruin. So obviously Sauron was traveling around Middle-earth, leaving a map of Mordor for his orcs to follow, and I'm assuming that the town that Arondir was heading towards is actually east of Mordor. That's where this evil is taking root, and it's going to eventually spread into Mordor, where Sauron will begin to erect Barad-dûr, I'd imagine. But anyway, that's a lot to get into, and we'll just let's roll it. Now, is this the orcs raising an army, or just collecting slave labor?
For Eddar.
For who? I really should watch this with subtitles on. One of the reasons why I ended up rewatching the episodes, just so I could see it with subtitles. And I'll watch this one. Another elf? Oh, that's his partner. Right? Yeah, you need to get out of here, Arondir. Do you not remember getting scooped up by the ship? Where's your knife?
She lives.
Halbrand. Really neat ship design. I like the double mast. Not that it would be too practical, I suppose. Yeah, these have got to be Numenoreans. I don't see who else they would be.
To what port do we sail?
See for yourself.
The island kingdom of Numenor.
Yeah. God, so happy to see this. But yeah, pretty sure Numenor was a gift to the humans by the Valar after their help in defeating Morgoth, but they also, I believe, sunk this beneath the waves sometime in the Second Age, so we might even see this island's destruction before the end of this series.
In the Great War, your ancestors stood with Morgoth. These men stood with the elves. As a reward, the Valar granted them this island.
Yeah, I kind of figured this guy was Numenorean, but he's apparently a true Southlander.
No one kneels in Numenor.
Nice call, dude.
Name thyself.
Is it safe to do so?
Galadriel of the Noldor, daughter of the Golden House of Finarfin, commander of the northern armies of High King Gil-galad.
Okay, now your title.
Of the Southlands.
A man and an elf, together.
Circumstances arose.
We are companions by chance. Met on the
Cats and
open sea.
dogs living together. Mass
Your captain
hysteria.
redeemed us from certain death. It is because of the elves that you were given this island.
Correct.
Surely you can spare a few planks and a rudder.
Our ancestors were not given anything. They paid for
Excuse
this
me?
with the blood of their kin.
What the elf means.
Then if blood be the price of passage, I will pay it.
A few days, perhaps.
Well, he's got the politics down.
My gratitude.
Excuse me? What was that for? I figured there was a reason.
Tell me about this captain.
His name is Elendil. Originally of a noble line, now a sea guardsman, with a son, if memory serves, set to follow him into the service.
So, Isildur and Elendil. So this timeline's way different than I expected. If Isildur and Elendil are already alive, then that battle at the beginning of The Lord of the Rings is like right around the corner. I mean, Aragorn is 80 years old and middle-aged, so I'm assuming these are also long-lived men. But that means we're already at the end of the Second Age in, what, a couple of decades? Interesting. This is an awfully big, oh, he's taking notes.
They're searching for something.
Like what?
Some sort of weapon, perhaps. I do not
Oh,
know.
yeah, they're probably searching for that sword hill.
Village after village.
Toiling nightly to find it for their leader.
It seems Morgoth has a successor.
Yeah, he does. Arlon?
Why would orcs refer to the leader by an elvish word?
Arlon.
Sauron was said to have many names in days of old. Perhaps this is one of them. There's more at work here than we can yet see.
She's escaped again, is that what you're saying? Maybe cover your ears, Galadriel. There you go. You gonna take a ship and get out of there? You could probably take one of those smaller ones if you hit good weather.
That skiff will hardly get you out of the harbor. Lalje sanke loilquen, Erinia.
I mean, these are descendants of
Nice
elves
day,
and
Clyde,
men.
David.
Where I was raised, many speak it. It is still taught in our Hall of Law.
Your Hall of Law, how far is that?
Quarter day's ride. What is it you seek?
Did you say ride?
Oh, has she never, never been on a horse? Yeah, they're making it seem as if this is like her first time on a horse or something. There's got to be a map of Middle-earth somewhere, and you're gonna probably figure it out as soon as you see it. Yeah, because it looked like the Mordor mountain range, and in the middle of that was Orda
Didn't say the
Druin,
Hall of
and then
Law was
outside of it
assembled by
was
Elros himself.
Mindalluin.
You knew Elros.
An uncommon spirit. But I was always closer with his brother.
Remarkable.
Elrond's
Thank
brother?
you for bringing me here.
It's got to be Mordor, right? Or am I totally wrong on that?
What is this? Wait a moment. I must be blind.
It's Mordor.
This is no sigil.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
It is
Mindalluin and
of the
Orda Druin.
Southlands. It is as Halbrand said,
And the inscription?
to create a realm of their own, where
Baradur.
evil would not only endure.
And the Southlands are in grave danger.
If Sauron has indeed returned, the Southlands
Are already gone.
are but the beginning.
We remember those from prior migrations who fell behind. Miles Brightapple.
Huh.
Stuck
People
in
that
the
they
snows
actually
of the
just
mountain
left
pass.
behind.
We wait for you.
Linseed Proudfellow.
That's her dad? Oh, man. He's right there next to their village. Oh, what are you doing, man? So it is an actual star constellation, it appears to be, but another Maiar that, you know, this guy could be. Out of all the Maiar... Oh, okay, well now everybody knows he's there. Of the Maiar, of course, there are the 5 Astari, but then there is also Sauron and 7 Balrogs, if I recall. Including Durin's Bane, which is the Balrog that they find in Moria. He's a big troll. This guy's gift with fire, though, makes me think he could be Durin's Bane. Oh, he actually speaks. How does he know your name, Nori? Somebody's in trouble now.
Our laws are clear. Any Harfoot that breaks them is to be decaravanned.
Yeah, she's gonna be outcast.
Tomorrow we depart as planned.
No change.
At the back of the caravan.
At the back.
At the back.
Does that just mean that he's got no help if left behind? Well, it could have been worse, but that's not good.
You may as well have stamped our name in the book of the left behind.
You are more than you claim. I found this.
He is certainly.
Your lands.
A southern king.
Your people have no king, for you are him. And the
Future
army that
Witch
rests
King of
on your
Angmar
shoulders.
here.
You're stuck on this island.
You're gonna reunite the southern people.
Still short an army.
Well, not for long.
That is all about to change.
Oh, this is their caravan. Of course they gotta make it look hidden, right?
Go on, Poppy, you'll fall behind.
Oh, the man's in there. Maybe he can pull your cart for you. No wonder the cart's so dang heavy.
Friend.
We're gonna be okay after all.
This is it? This is how we keep up with the others, all of us.
Yeah. To me, this is still Anatar, the Sauron in his disguised form. There you go. Nice. Nice. Yeah, only one of you needs to escape. Well, we got weapons. We can take them. Come on. Yeah, it looks a bit different. Must be like an older version of a warg. Plus, it looks like it just has mange really bad. Ooh, that was pretty nasty. Get out of here, man. Go. Oh my god. There's nowhere to go. Yeah, it's really neat how they're just having like sulfur plumes all over the place with just sulfur starting to stain the ground. The very air you breathe is a poison, right? I can't tell what they're saying. Well, that was a really good episode and can't wait to see more. Really kind of surprised when Galadriel was taken to Numenor that the Numenoreans kind of rejected her outright. That an elf hadn't been there for over 2 generations. Kind of a surprise to me, but, you know, at the same time, Numenor is a gift from the Valar for the humans who helped them against Morgoth. And then I know that the Numenorean people are going to be destroyed in a cataclysm that takes out the entire island. And I know that that takes place sometime in the Second Age. So I'd imagine that what the king there at the end was referring to when she was talking to her father, I guess, as Elendil said, there's the old king is up in the tower still. Well, she's talking to the old king about how their doom has come. So for whatever reason, there must be some sort of portents that kind of portrayed Galadriel or an elf showing up and then their impending destruction. So really curious to see how this happens. After meeting the Numenoreans, I won't be particularly sad when their island gets destroyed, but they were just a little bit rude. So anyway, really good episode. Can't wait to see what comes next. Really unsure who the Meteor Man is now, but my bet is still on him being Anatar. But he seems like he's going off with the Harfoots now, and that takes him a little bit further away from Eregion where I think he needs to go. So I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Please give a like, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.